I ran the 5 biggest AI video generators through the exact same prompts to find out which ones are actually worth your hard-earned cash. I have spent countless hours creating hundreds of videos with these tools. But when I put them head-to-head, the performance gap was way larger than I expected. In this breakdown, you will see how each model handles the critical details, and by the end, you'll know exactly which generator fits your specific workflow. To keep this test completely fair and clean, I utilized a single platform that hosts all of these models, so I didn't have to bounce around between different sites. We are starting with the ultimate stress test for AI. A real person talking straight to the camera with believable natural lip sync. This is where the human eye instantly spots fakery, so I generated a consistent starting frame using a powerful image model to ensure every generator was working from the same foundation. The prompt was laser focused. A pit crew chief pressing a radio to his mouth, shouting instructions while the camera remains locked tightly on his face. I kept the shot static on purpose, because without camera movement to hide anything, all the attention is forced onto the facial motion and synchronization. I pushed every model to its highest available quality setting so we could truly judge what they are capable of at their peak performance. Cedance 2.0 was up first, and I have to say, this one absolutely nailed the assignment. The face looks like genuine footage, complete with tiny skin texture, natural wrinkles, and impressive 4K detail. Even the lip sync hits every single syllable perfectly, creating a seamless experience. The audio felt perfectly integrated, sounding like a human under pressure rather than a robotic voice slapped on top. If your primary goal is hyper-realism and perfect sync, Cedance is currently top tier. The only real drawback here is the price, as this level of quality certainly comes at a premium cost. Next, I put Happy Horse to the test, which is fascinating because it skips some of the restrictive safety checks other models enforce. Visually, the results were excellent, with a lifelike face and mouth shapes that generally matched the dialogue. However, the voice felt a bit detached, like an audio track simply layered over the animation. That slight disconnect ruins the illusion and brings the lip sync score down compared to the leaders. Still, if you need to animate images referencing existing media, Happy Horse is a great advantage since it is far less strict about eligibility. Kling 3.0 looks very cinematic at a glance, featuring beautiful lighting and solid facial details. But the moment the character starts speaking, the lips and the words go their separate ways. The audio itself is fine, but the synchronization is simply too unreliable for professional work. If you only need cinematic stills or atmospheric shots where lips aren't critical, Kling can produce beautiful outputs. However, for accurate talking head content, it unfortunately falls short of the mark. Gemini OmniFlash was up next, and this one was a genuine surprise. It is by far the cheapest option of the bunch, yet it performed impressively close to the higher-end models. There is a tiny lag at the start of the line, but once it catches up, the mouth shapes feel very convincing. For creators on a budget who iterate frequently, Gemini offers the most cost-effective path to decent results. Lastly, we have Sora 2 Pro Max, a model with a name that used to carry some serious weight in the AI space. This was the weakest result of the group, with a face that barely looks real and lip sync that is off throughout the entire clip. It is hard to recommend this one, especially since the broader support for this model is shrinking across many platforms. So, to summarize Test 1, Cedance takes the crown for realism, Gemini is the value king, and the others struggle with specific trade-offs. But believable talking heads are only half the battle, because the opposite test is often even more brutal, fast, intense movement. I asked each model to animate a breakdancer mid-stand on a canyon rock while requiring a specific camera orbit and complex music cues. This tests whether the model can handle choreography, rhythm, and camera movement all at the same time. Kling struggled here, failing to execute the requested camera orbit and glitching during the quick movements. Sora performed even worse, with jerky movement and a total disregard for the camera direction I had specified. Happy Horse did a bit better, showing some convincing moments, but it missed the timing of the camera orbit. Gemini, the cheapest model, surprised me again by attempting every single trick in the prompt. It followed the orbit, the music timing was solid, and it executed the overall brief better than most of the competition. Cedance once again handled the task flawlessly, proving it is the only model that stays on top for both talking heads and action shots. Now, the real question for creators is how to turn these generated assets into the snackable clips that actually get traction. Most creators lose hours in the editing room, which is where spending credits on a generator only gets you halfway. This is where Vizard comes in, not as another generator, but as the tool that handles all the heavy lifting after the footage is created. You might pay big credits for a 4K talking head, but you still need to find viral moments, trim, caption, and format for different aspect ratios. Vizard automates that entire pipeline by analyzing engagement signals and pacing to pick out the parts that actually perform. Instead of manually exporting dozens of versions, Vizard allows you to schedule them based on a calendar you set. Whether you used Cedance for a flagship clip or Gemini for experimental takes, Vizard makes scaling your distribution painless. Tools that only create footage rarely help with distribution logistics, but Vizard turns a single long video into 10 viral-ready clips. If your goal is cinematic quality, Cedance is worth the investment. But for volume and experimentation, Gemini is your best friend. Ultimately, your choice depends on the problem you are solving. Whether it is pure realism, high-volume iteration, or consistent distribution. I have left all the links below so you can try these workflows yourself and start turning your raw generations into viral content. Check out Vizard if you want to skip the grind and start growing your reach with actual, actionable automation. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next test where we dive even deeper into the AI space.